Microphone test 321 17. This is audio test. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Frozzlers Online. It is 3 p.m. on a Sunday, September 28th. As promised, welcome from our home studio in Maryland, USA, where we are streaming this game live. If you go to the website, which I'm going to display here right now, I have to remove this because this is very confusing. It's giving me preview of the stream that is just too much of a delay. So if you go to our website, which I am going to display right now, it's basically Frozzlerswagsagents.pro. You can join this game live and play with us. Oh, we actually have somebody watching. Wait a minute. I can't see this comment yet because my setup is not perfect. So, it's Josh. It's my friend Josh saying hi, David. Hello, Josh. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here with us. I hope you can play with us. So, if you go to this website right here, Frozzlers.wagsagents.pro, we're going to create a multiplayer game right now that I hope you can play with us. So we're gonna go 3 players because I know at least Blonnie is with us, my wife. So let's start this right now. We have a 3-player game on, and maybe Josh can join it with us. So we're gonna wait a moment. There's Josh. Yeah, hey, that's awesome. I'm gonna let Blonnie know we are on so she can join too. Come on, let's play. As you guys can see, this is my chat widget here. So it actually is working. I was trying to plug this in before and I wasn't sure whether this shows up, but it does. So you can, if you're on the live feed and you make a comment, this is David M figuring out the streaming business. So now I successfully connected the chat window into the feed, and it's going to be showing up. So if you leave a comment, I think it was working on the last stream actually. So it's not like this is the very first time. Blonnie is delaying, so let me make sure she knows that we are on. Turn off the website thingy. Make sure the music is playing. Oh, there is no music. Okay, that's fine. We can deal without music. I don't know what happened to it. It was supposed to be playing and it isn't. Uh, that's okay. Things like this happen. Uh, I don't know. Let me mute myself for a second. Oh, there's Blondie. Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. Josh is ready. Blondie is choosing her color. I'm gonna pick yellow. And here we go. 3-player game. Host goes first. So this is the slingshot mechanics. If you never played Frozzlers before, you basically pull the power string away from the direction where you want your puck to go, and then you release. So on the first click, you place it in this starting release zone here, which Blondie is going to do now. And then on the second click, you start pulling the power string, and then when you release, the puck goes the other way. And Blondie went pretty strong, bouncing off this edge here, and she's not even going to get back to the one scoring zone, which is unfortunate. So now it's Josh. And no, I'm sorry, that was Josh. I'm not looking at who's what color. So Josh just went a little strong, but of course it's maybe his first game. Wait, he said something in the chat. I'm gonna have to look at the chat on this other screen. The music was there. It just faded out right before you mentioned it. Oh, interesting. It's not showing up on my end, so I don't know what I did wrong. And this, by the way, is what happens when you miss your turn, because the timer runs out. Your puck gets released from a random spot that's supposed to be within your release area. Obviously, it just came out of here somewhere. So that needs to be fixed. But it's all good. Let me see if I can resume this music. Here comes Josh. Sorry, here comes Blondie again. Blondie always plays pink, so I am used to seeing this color for her. And now Josh is already figuring this out and playing much better, bouncing pucks around. So here I go. And I'm gonna try and get him out of there. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, my friend, you are going back into the Netherland. Maybe you'll stop with 1. Nope, you're gonna score 0 for this one. So each of us has 7 pucks, 7 chances to go for the center of the board and score the most points. So here comes Here comes Josh again. And of course, ideal move is when you hit other people's pucks and bounce them out of the board while bringing yourself into the highest scoring zones. So this was a good idea, but there are also these rocks here that prevent you from doing that, and they stand in your way. And when you bounce off of them, that's, of course, whoops, that went the other way for some reason. When you bounce off of them, then they basically they just prevent you from going in a straight line, and they're there to make your life a little more difficult. So let's see if we can cause some damage here. That's not great because I also bounced off, and I ended up getting 2 of mine out of the higher scoring zones. So now I'm at 11 points together with Blondie, and Josh has a chance to, well, just don't fire from here because these guys will be, yep, that they were in your way already. But this is a learning game. I hope we can play one more after this. So let's treat this as a training game. Although Blondie has a lot of experience and she's definitely gonna kick me out of here and move her pieces closer to the 15. If you land on the dot in the center of the board, you're scoring 15 points. So I think that's what she was trying to do, and she was not very successful doing that. So now there's my turn, and I am going to try and simply go easy and land right in the center. Can I do that? Let me see. Nope. I'm going to bounce off of this. But at least I have 5 points more. Oh, wait. I'm going towards 10. I got it. I got it. That's 10 points. That's very good. So now I think Josh knows how this works, and he's definitely going to be more aggressive here. Running out of time, bouncing people out of the scoring zones. That was a good move. Look, 3 pucks, 1 in the zero. This one losing a lot of points. This one moving to 5 from 10 and himself landing in 10. Look at this change in scores. 17, 16, 10. That's exactly what this game is about. With one move, you can make a lot of a difference. Here comes Blondie going for the 15. And she's going to get it? No. She's going to move right past it. But that was also a strong move. Nicely done. Let me see what I can do here. What can I do? What can I do? Can I squeeze in between these 2 rocks? No. I'm going to go for the safer move and try to hit my 5 scoring guy and move him back into the zone. And I failed miserably at doing that. I failed so badly. Oh, man. Josh says the preview for where I can shoot from is not showing up correctly. It jumps to a different spot after I click. Whoops. So that was the previous... We were trying to fix that right before we went live in this feed, and we failed at fixing that. So I rolled the game version back to the one that works right before this live stream. So if you were on it, maybe just refresh the game for the next play, and I think you're going to see this fixed. So this is just a look at me making this mess here right now. This is just a training game. The next one, you're going to refresh the whole website, and I think it's going to work for you. So maybe we can play again right after this and see if that helps. That's why I got stuck on top of the other pucks a couple turns ago. Haha. Okay, yeah, well, I understand that. Apologies from the developer. poor game developing. This is you know, a glitch that we're working on fixing. But look at you, Blondie, 28 points. This is the last shot of the game. Blondie's gonna win this easy. All she needs to do is just score. That doesn't even need to score anything. Just get towards the center, and you're already there. Okay, so I think this was a ranked game. If you go back to the dashboard, we'll have our recent matches and our global leaderboard here. So this will up Blondie's rankings a little bit. And I'm going to tell her to create the next one. And Josh, all you need to do is just refresh the whole thing. And then you should be good to join our game with the fixed release zones. All right. So there we go. This is Blondie's game. Casual. Okay. That's fine. We can play not ranked until everybody's comfortable. I'm going to go yellow again. This is the 3 of us again. Perfection. So Blondie goes first. She's sticking to the green. I have to switch this in my brain because when we play, it's always pink for her. Okay. That was not a very fortunate shot, this first one. And I have an easy job here. I can just go for the center, which is right what I'm going to try to do. This is going to be Josh's turn. Now look at this. Look at this shot. Look at this 15 claiming right the... Josh, let me know if this works for you right now. we can see you as, matching your starting zone. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Very nicely played. I'm wondering if it's working on your end right now. I think it is, because that was a very precise shot that you just did. Refreshing, fix the release zones. Thanks. Yay! Yay! Developer fixed the game live. We fixed it right before we went live, but it is working. So right now, we're gonna say goodbye to this 10 scoring puck here and stay in the zone. Unfortunately, you are going back to the nowhere, Blonny, where scores are 0. Sorry for that. Here comes Josh with your pink collar. Probably going straight for the center. Nope, being strategic here, but kind of taking it easy with not too much power. So I can hear Blondie granting in the other room. She's not very happy with this, but she's still doing pretty good, getting Josh with a slight bounce out of there, making sure she gets the score. And I'm in a very tough spot here, but here's what I can do. I can go right off this edge and right for the center. Look at this shot. Oh man, I got myself out of there, keeping Blonny in the 10 scoring zone. But for, going around all these obstacles here, that was pretty good. Here comes Josh. I'm not sure if this was a miss. I think it was. Otherwise, this would be interesting strategy. So I'm going to chalk it off to maybe not being super accurate here. What's going on in the comments? Nothing else. All right. So here comes Bonnie. Right for the center. Missing it by a fraction, but staying in the 10. That gives her 20 points, and she takes the lead in this game. And again, I'm in a tough spot here. So here's what I'm going to try and do. Get her guy out of here. Sorry, not her, Josh's guy. But he's going to come back and stay in the 3 while my puck may end up in 1. I think it will. That was not a great move. But I was in a difficult spot. I was blocked by all these rocks here. These are random, of course, from game to game. We're working right now on making these starting areas random as well. So right now they are showing up randomly when you start the game, but the first one is always down here. So we're working on fixing that so that they actually just completely randomly show up around the board from game to game. Here comes Blonny winning this game right now, but we're far from the end here. Look at her, just bouncing me off of there and trying to hold on to the 15, which still didn't work. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some noise here. I'm going to make this a little messy. That's right. This guy is going into oblivion. Goodbye. Which takes Blonny back to 15 and raises me to 26. Well played, David. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Okay, what is Josh going to do? Difficult position. The best play here is to bounce off the side, but he's going this way, and that actually wasn't bad. That was not bad. Another one of Blonny's pucks is going to end in nowhere land, outside the solar system, in somewhere in Vega system, maybe, where 3i Atlas is coming from right now. Is it coming from Vega, or is it coming from, I think it's coming from somewhere else, like Sagittarius or something. So Blonny is coming back. She definitely hasn't said her last word here in this game yet. So okay. I figured out how to bring the music back, by the way. Except we now have too much of it, so I'm gonna stop this one. And I lost my turn. That's okay. I was working on bringing the music back, so we have a better experience on this feed. So that's totally fine. Okay, it's Josh's turn. Again, difficult position. Probably going off one of the sides, this side. And that's going to be unsuccessful. The only thing that happened is Blondie came back into the 3. So that brings her up a little bit. And she's definitely going to try and get us out of here. No, what is she doing? What exactly is she doing? I don't know. Bouncing off that side, causing a lot of commotion here and pushing me back towards the 5 zone while ending herself in 0. I'm not going to complain about that. That works out very well for me. So now I'm going to get these 2 green pucks out of there, or at least one of them. That's right. So it scores a little less while I land in 5, which takes me to 33 points. And Josh will end the game with his last move. And he has a chance of changing everything here. If I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just watch what happens. Let's see if this last shot can make a difference, and I think it does. Oh, if I'm going to cross this, which I did, I still end up with 24. I still end up, if this, oh yeah, David's still the winner. So Josh, let's have, if you're up for one more game, let's have you create it right now so we can show people what the find game model works like. So if you want to create a game, make it 3-player, ranked or casual, and 7 pucks per player. We're going to join that game. And if you don't want to create it, let us know and we'll take care of it. But if you do, then it's more fair because this way every one of us gets to start the game once. And that matters, of course. There we go. Ranked game, 3 players. Joining. Waiting for Blondie. I'm going to go yellow again. Ready up. Oh. This was abandoned. This was abandoned, so I'm going to leave this lobby. Or am I the host now? I'm going to leave this lobby and find the game again. Now we have 2 ranked games. I'm going to tell Blondie to join Josh's game. Okay, the 3 of us are in here. I will go yellow and ready up. Blondie is ready. Everybody's ready. Josh, you just have to click start the game. So, yeah, there we go. No explanation needed. All right. Josh is on the offensive, going for the 10 ring. Can he get there? And he did. This changed to 10 literally when the puck was stopping. So now here comes David. Let's see if I can attack already on my first move. No, I miss it. Oh, that was horrible. What a fatal error. Absolutely terrible. This is not gonna get me anywhere. But at least we have music. You know, there's music on the feed now. So it's Blondie's move. Okay. Blondie traditionally nice and easy. Staying in the 10 zone. Getting points. And Josh was placed in a questionable spot again with these rocks here blocking his move. So if he tries to go this way, he's going to bounce off this. but maybe he can stop in the 5. Nope, this is gonna be a 3. Okay, so it's my turn, and I am rewarded with this great position here. So I'm gonna try and get this guy back into the game. Let's see if that works. Yes, but this guy is gonna end up nowhere. So I could have done better here. I could have done better. At least I have 3 points. Okay. No problem. We'll keep moving. Blondie is going to try and place her second piece in the middle of the board. And Josh is still in a difficult spot. But look at this bounce. It's going to end up in 5. So 18, 3, 15. We're okay. I have 3 points, but now I have a chance to get everyone out of there. And of course I'm going to take it. Of course I'm going to take it. Goodbye. 2 of Blondie's pieces that were nested in the inside the 10 ring so nicely are now scoring 3 points, which takes her only to 6. And unfortunately, I am left with 1. It's going to be really difficult for me to win this game. So Blondie is about to run out of time, and she didn't. She went straight for the center, and it's not gonna even be 10, unfortunately. All right, so here comes Josh with a chance to make a difference. A carefully aimed shot can get this 5 guy out of there. That's right, except for the bounce, which unfortunately screwed up this plan. Camera down a little bit. Okay. All right. Here's my chance to get some points. But of course, I'm going to be aggressive, because that's how you have to play Frozzlers. Oh my. This small rock here was a nice safety for Josh, because it bounced this puck back. It could have ended up in the 3, 1, or maybe even 0 zone, and instead it's still scoring 5. So let's see what happens next. Blondie will just go straight down this scoring line here and end up right at 15. Nope, she lost. She ran out of time. What happened, Blondie? Why are you running out of time? Was it a glitch? Here comes Josh again. It seems like Josh is being placed in all these most difficult spots, but if you go right here, that's right. That was a great move. That is how you play Frozzlers. Get the opponents out of there while keeping yourselves in the high-scoring zones. That's exactly how you play Frozzlers, and that's what we're going to try to do here. I have to aim carefully. I don't know if I can pull this off. No, I missed. Oh, man. I'm going into a different galaxy here. This is literally as far as it can be from scoring. In the corner over there. Well, too bad. Blondie has a chance of landing on 15, and I think she's going to take it if she's not running out of time. I don't know what's going on. She ran out of time again. Frozen. Not for me. She says the game is frozen for her. Well, sorry. Here comes Josh again. Hitting Blondie and making her get back to 3. No, it's like moving right on the line. Okay. As always, I'm going to make a mess here. Go strong and bounce people off. So Josh is going all over the place, losing points, but that's not gonna bring him low enough. Okay, Blondie says refreshed the game and now it's moving. So let's see what she does right now. almost stay there at 15, getting dangerously close to losing those 10 points, and she kept it. So this takes her to 17. Last 3 moves. So this is Josh's last puck. Nice and easy, just going for the center zone, not quite getting there. So this is my last chance right now to make a difference. And of course, I'm just going to absolutely screw it up for everybody else, and myself included. So I took Josh down to 16. I took myself down to 9, which makes it an easy win for Blondie. She's already winning. She doesn't have to do anything. Just get in the scoring zone. Don't touch other pucks. and you already won the game. Oh my. I'm going to create the next one, guys, just so you know. Blondie, you need to refresh because it looks like you still have glitches. And join my game. Okay, so I'm going to create ranked 7 pucks per player, 3 players, because I don't think we have anybody else watching. Do we? If you're on the feed, say something in the comments so we know you're here and you want to join the game. What's the lobby ID? I don't know. 3W3PLA406. But you're already here, so you don't need it. Oh, the color is already taken. Someone took my yellow. Okay. You guys are trying to confuse me. Fine. I'll play the... Uh-oh, look. This is one of the things we're working on. It's going to be close to impossible to score 15 points in this game. So another fix we have to do is that no rock should ever land within the radius of a puck and a half from the center dot. That's the next thing we're going to be working on. As far as the game development, here comes Josh. How was yellow taken? That's misinformation. Come on, game. Do realistic updates, please. Yellow was not taken. Why are you lying to me? Okay, here comes Blondie with her first move. Ending with 10 points. Because, as I said before, it's going to take a magician to get your puck right here, touching this with just an edge, so that you score 15, which, of course, I am going to try to do. Yeah, no. I'm going to get this 10 scoring guy out of there. Boom. Get back to 5 anyway. Or at least you're not scoring 10, which is helping me. Because it's 10-5-5 now, but it's Josh's move. Easy way to bump Blondie out of there. Maybe even both of us. If you hit it so that it goes this way. I don't know. It's possible. No, he just bounced off this giant rock here and ended up with 5, which is okay. What is Blondie going to do? I think it all depends on where her release zone is going to be, which is up on top here. All right, she's also going straight for this big rock here. I don't think anybody likes this rock being here. It's like a giant PITA. But look, I'm going to like pull the rabbit out of the hat now. Nah, nowhere near. I thought maybe I could try and stop right here, but I'm going to be in a 10. Yes, that was a good move. Not going to complain about this. Here comes Josh with a vengeance. Running out of time. There he is. Let's see what happens. He ran out of time. Ended up with 3 points. Could be worse. You know, sometimes we make way worse moves when we don't run out of time. Here's Blondie completely blocked. You can't get past these two. You can try and bounce off of this. You can go this way. Yeah, no. Oh, you can go this way too, but not at this angle. That will get you 0 points. which is probably very far from what you were trying to do. It's going to be very difficult to recover that guy from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be vicious this time and simply try and place another puck right in the 10 zone. And I'm just going for scores here. And I'm not even going to... Yes, I'm going to get there. I'm going to be right on the border again. Look at these. These are like safeties. Although one good shot can get all of them out of there. So that's kind of dangerous play. And that's... Here it comes. It just happened. It just happened. This guy is at 0 now. This guy is at 5. This guy remains 10. But Lonnie is the one who's really suffering here. Oh, man. Let's play some music here. Okay. Lonnie tried to get to 10. Didn't quite make it. And I have a chance of making a difference here, so of course I'm going to try and get my opponents to score less. And I am pretty successful doing this to both of them. Look at that, both of these will now go into just one, while I keep the score high. And that's how you play Frozzlers, but now I'm in danger of losing a lot of points here. And Josh kind of did this to himself instead of me. I think he was aiming for this guy, but he didn't quite get there. You have to admit this is an interesting game because there's so much strategy and skill here. Not only you have to aim well, you have the pressure of the timer running out. Is Bonnie gonna get 15? Is she gonna get 15 with this move? No, my goodness, that was so close. Got me out of there. That's a good move for her. Look at the score difference. We're much closer now. But of course, I'm not gonna go down easy. I'm not going down easy. Look at what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna bounce off this giant rock and end up in 3. It's not ideal, but it gets me something. We're a few moves away from ending this game here. Josh is in a great position right now to really make a difference here. If he hits this 5 guy and then bounces off this 10 guy, yeah, there you go. Look at this shot. He's gonna get himself back in the 3. That was really, really good. Even those parts of this were accidental, I'm sure. But here comes Blani now. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna get this 3 guy out of here? Is she gonna go straight for this, or she's going to go straight for the 10? And she may just get there, which is not really bringing her. Well, I'm in a difficult spot here now. I don't know what to do here. I think it's best if I just try to score 5 because I already have a high score. Before I run out of time, I'm gonna get both of these guys into the 5. So plus 2 points for this guy, plus 5 for this one. That takes me to 30. I think this is my game, unless of course Josh fires a nuclear move here and makes my pucks fly all over the board here, which is this exactly what he did. It's exactly what he did. Oh, look at this. What a catastrophe that was for me. All of my guys got out of there in just one shot. I'm now at 15. Josh, that was a good move. Man, what a move. And Blondie just nice and easy going for that 15. Not going to get there, but she wins anyway. What a game, my friends. Thank you for watching the live. This is exactly why we play. Are we playing one more? Blondie is going to make it. Let me make sure. Let me make sure she knows to create this game. Wow, that was really good. What a move. This is the beauty of Frozzlers. Everything can change with one strong move. Here's Bonnie's game. Let's join it. Josh is already here. I'm going to reclaim my yellow. That's right. Oh, that was such a good game. This is the, well, now we have the 15 completely covered. I definitely have to work on this. I don't like it. I know Blind doesn't like it either. But that's the beauty of Frozzlers. You can keep winning and placing your pucks in the highest scoring zones, and then somebody can change everything with one strong move towards the very end of the game, and your plan goes to the trash can. All that you've been carefully planning and trying to do just doesn't matter. That's the beauty of Frozzlers. It's a game where if you're a skilled player and good strategic planner, you can really make a difference in the last second. All right, let's see what happens in this difficult game where no one can score a lot of points. I think this also changes the strategy a lot when you have a rock in the very center of the board, because you can just push people towards it and then they will bounce all directions. So just like in the previous game, the fact that you place all your pucks in the center of the board in early stages may not matter a lot, but of course it's better to have those points than not. So stop, please. Nope, it had to get to 5. And then a lot, of course, depends on where your release area is placed, because that makes you go around obstacles or not. Sometimes you have a great shot, and sometimes you have to figure out your angles and just bounce off the sides, because there is no better way. Blondie going nice and easy, aiming straight for the center rock, bouncing off of this one, ending up in 5. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to try and maybe move these guys around a little bit so they can be less danger to me in the future. That's right. All of them are leaving the high scoring zones. This guy is gonna be 3 points. Nope. Yep, he did cross that line. The scores are calculated based on where the center of the puck is. So this guy's center is just beyond this line. That's why he's scoring 3. Except for the center dot, if you touch it, you're scoring 15. The center of your puck doesn't have to be on it. As long as you're touching it, you're scoring 15. Looks like people are not very successful in this game so far. We're all over the place. I'm trying to keep my stones, my pieces, my pucks concentrated in the center area. Blondie just made a great move, scoring 10, getting me out of there. And now I'm going to do the same to her. Remember how I said that it's going to be easy to bounce other people off that center rock? There it is. Look at what happened. I got her all the way down to 1. And that's how you play Frozzlers. Now Josh is in a really good position. An easy shot can just bounce off of this and stay somewhere here. And a strong one can send both of my pucks flying into the nowhere zone. Good job. That's how you play Frozzlers. This was excellent. Look at the scores. 15, 11, and 9. This took Josh to the first place. Nicely done. Blondie trying something similar here, getting me out of there, but he's still staying in the 10. And now it's my chance to make a difference. I don't know. Can I hit this 3 guy? This is going to be difficult. Running out of time. Aiming carefully. Let's go. Yes. That wasn't too bad. Except he's going to come back. Right into the 3 zone. Nope. Staying in 1. Okay. I made a difference. Got myself some scores. What is Josh going to do? Just nice and easy towards the center. You don't want to hit this guy because it's going to get him out of there. You're going to bounce off of this and end up in 5. It's better than not having 5 points. Better than ending up in the nowhere zone with 0 points. So my prediction is Blondie is just I don't know. She's just, I don't think she wanted to do that. I think she was trying to go here. It's okay. It's okay, my friends. We have music, we have Sunday gaming, and we have David scoring 10 points with this puck. Look at this. Uh-oh, was that too strong? It might have been. It was. That's okay. Still in the lead with 21, and of course that can change very quickly right now because it's Josh's one but last move. Going straight for the center, bouncing off rocks, ending up with 0 points. It's not what you want to do. This is Blondie's last move for the game. Last chance to bring those scores up, get other people out of the scoring zones. And she's just ending up with a 10 points for this guy. So gaining 10 points total, taking herself to 23. Good job. What can I do to get better scores here? What can I do? Just gonna try to go in between here and see what happens. I'm gonna push these guys around a little bit. Get this guy into the 10, so that gives me 31. The only way for Josh to win the game is push us out of here. So this would have to be a really precise shot just going this way and end up in the high scoring zone. I don't know if that's possible even. Yeah, no, that was probably not exactly what he was planning. I end up winning this one. I'm glad the creator can win the game sometimes. Oh man. Blondie is pretty upset that Josh, you can create this one. I think it's your turn. If you're still up for playing with us, of course. If you're still staying on the. Oh, Josh said very fun game. Thanks for playing. I think that means he's done. Well, thank you so much for joining the live stream and playing with us. That was awesome. We're gonna keep on going, so I'm going to create this game. I think we're gonna go 2 players again. We have 15 minutes left till we complete the hour. So I'm going to ask Lonnie to join me for one more ranked game with 7 pucks per player. Here we go. There's Blondie. I'm gonna stay with my yellow. And let's go. Looks like we're ready to play our game. Okay, cool. I go first, so I'm gonna go around and try to hit the center area by bouncing off of here. And I may just be able to do it. Look at this, going straight for that 15 center area. Just a slight bounce off this rock, which so close is pretty good. Let's see what Blondie is gonna do here. Blondie's gonna run out of time. That's what she's gonna do. Is it frozen again? Is it glitchy? It's possible. She said, I forgot I was pink. Yeah, it messes with you. It absolutely does. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go between these 2 guys. And that was too strong, wasn't it? Yeah, this is gonna end up scoring 0. Maybe it will hold on to 1. It's gonna be right on the border. Nope. 0. Terrible shot. I can bring this puck back. I will do that. In the meantime, Blondie will get me out of there. Another puck scoring 0. With hers ending it in 5. So I'm losing this miserably so far. Wonder if I can hit both of these guys and bring them back somehow. Should I do that? Let me try. Let's see if that works. We need a lot of power for this shot. Let's see what happens. Where's this guy going now? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. This one will not cross the 1 scoring line. It's difficult, man. If your pucks are sitting in the 0 scoring zone, it's difficult to bring them back. So that's probably not a good strategy. What you should be aiming at is kind of going towards the center always, like Blondie just did. Perfection. 10 points. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to become a little more aggressive and attack. That's right. Going as far from the center as possible, ending right in the corner of the playing area. And I'm equalizing these scores a little more here, so I have a chance at this game. Now Blondie's in a difficult spot. Going to go off the wall, or maybe just here. She's going in between here. Wow. Now that's impressive. The good thing is, this puck is going to be difficult to get out of there. He's probably going to stay scoring 5 for the rest of the game. Let me see if I can make a difference here. Yes. Will you believe me if I told you this is exactly what I was trying to do? I envisioned this and I went for it and it worked, which is not always the case. Here comes Blondie again, going off the wall like crazy. And this may have not been a bad idea at all. Ended up with 3 points. Or, yeah, no, it stayed at 3. That's good. So now I have to lower her score again and make sure my own is, I get something at least. So I'm going to try to get her to 0 while scoring 5. And it worked. And it worked very well. 13-8. The beginning of this game was looking totally different than what it is now. But of course, Blondie's going to aim right for the center. She went too strong. So she's going to end up somewhere here. Maybe not. Staying in the 10. Holding on to that 10 dramatically, but she wasn't able to. So this shouldn't be too difficult for me right now. I'm in a great position here to make a big difference. This guy is going to bounce back right into the 5. But that still keeps me in the lead. And this is Blondie's last move. I think she's just going to go for 10 points, ending up with 23 and winning the game. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Well played. Thank you to all who are watching this stream after the live. Thank you to all who like this game and support it. You guys are golden. We don't have too many people watching live yet, but that's totally fine. I know this game is going to become more popular very soon because of the so far feedback I'm getting from everybody. So these streams are about to become quite a bit more popular in the near future. This one is over. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Josh, for playing with us. You were great. Great fun doing this live. Great fun watching people making progress and applying different strategies to the game. And really great knowing that I was able to create something that actually works. See you guys soon on the next live stream. Remember, you can always join at this very website if you want to play with us. In the future, it's just going to be Frozzlers.com, but we're still working on several different features. The game is still in development. So thanks again, everybody. Have a